الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله.
إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا. من يهده الله فهو المهتد ومن يضلل فلن تجد له وليا ولا نصيرا. ونشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له ونشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون. يا أيها الناس اتقوا ربكم الذي خلقكم من نفس واحدة وخلق منها زوجها وبث منهما رجالا كثيرا ونساء واتقوا الله الذي تساءلون به والأرحام إن الله كان عليكم رقيبا. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وقولوا قولا سديدا يصلح لكم أعمالكم ويغفر لكم ذنوبكم ومن يطع الله ورسوله فقد فاز فوزا عظيما. أما بعد فإن أصدق الكلام كلام الله وخير الهدى هدى محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم وشر الأمور محدثاتها وكل محدثة بدعة وكل بدعة ضلالة وكل ضلالة في النار. أعاذنا الله منا وإياكم. We thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for giving us an opportunity to be here in this very blessed day of Jumuah. Indeed, this is a ni'mah, rahmah from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to each and every one of us to be here in the masjid. I'm sure there's many Muslims around the neighborhood who wanted to come, but the invitation was sent to them, but they did not honor it. They couldn't make it. As we know, in your house, who do you invite? Your friends, your loved ones, your family members. But to see a stranger passing by, especially in this country, and send them an invitation, you don't do that. Inna Masjid Al the Masjid of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Every Jumu'ah he sends out his invitation. And if the Iman is there, you want to make it, he make it easy for you to make it. But many times, as the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, Iman goes up and down. There'll be times when no one will beat you in the Safar Awwal. Not only that, your Iman is so high, inshallah, that you're going to be the first one in the masjid. You will come and try to open the door is closed. Alhamdulillah, I'm the first one today. And there'll be times where if you make it during the khutbah, alhamdulillah. Sometimes you even want to make it during the salah. I want to say an experience that I have maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago. Yes, many times we're busy in our life, we come late. A friend had an immigration appointment, and I think the appointment was 8 o'clock. So my brother told him, don't be late for your appointment. And I said, my brother, he has an immigration appointment. Don't even tell him that, because he will not be late. Well, I usually pray Fajr is 5:30. So that day I did not go there, I delayed. I went to a masjid that prays at 5:45. After the salah, assalamu alaikum, I was out. Call him, come outside. Pick him up. So I said from the north side to downtown, it's going to at least, let's take 1 hour. If there's construction or anything, we're still going to make it. By 6 o'clock, we were on the train. And I'm thinking we get there by 7. When we get to North Avenue, I realized it's just going to take us 30 minutes. 6:30 we were there. What time was the appointment? 9 o'clock. We came at least 1 hour and a half before the appointment of what? Dunya. Fajr, I was not late. Fajr, he was not late. And you think our phones were on? No, it was off. Going to the immigration court, right? We went to the floor. And that floor is just so-called undocumented people who don't have their papers. So I'm sitting, he's sitting. And we see parents, a couple will come with their children. The children are playing around, they don't know what's going on. So I remember the hadith of the Prophet ﷺ who said, if any one of you have a child that passes away, and the minute the second day passes away, you say, Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. This very child on Yawm al-Qiyamah will go and intercede for you in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So these parents was coming with this child and said, indirectly, look, immigration officer, I have American children. I can't leave them here. I have to take care of them. These are American children. See, it was a school day. No school. You have to come with me so that they can see you in order for them to let me go. And then I asked my friend, I said, what was going through your mind? He said, one of the options was they're going to catch me as ICE, put me in there, and take me back to my country. That's the worst part. And then he said while he was in there, because he knows the system, there was people who were on bracelet. I don't know nothing about this. So they've been watched. It took us maybe 20 minutes. That 20 minutes for him was almost longer than a day. Because he was calculating what's going to happen. If they take me back, I have to start again. But even if they deport him wherever they come from, he has a chance to make it in his country, or even to come back here, or to go to another place. That 20 minutes that was longer than a day, I try to put it in perspective on Yawm al-Qiyamah. When we all going to be called in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, a day that is longer than, or close to, or equal to, 1,000 years. Where the sun is going to be brought to a mile close. How hard is the sun? How many billions of miles away is away from us now? When this thing will be bringing a mile closer. And the Yawm al-Qiyamah, there is no chance. You either have made it already, or you did not make it. You are either from the people of Jannah or from the people of Jahannam, nothing in between. Our chances is here. Once you leave here, that's it. So every person you look in their eyes, you didn't hear a lot of talk. Trust me, there was no telephone that rang. Because they're in the immigration court. I myself, we went there 2 hours before. But when time for Salatul Jumuah, how many of us come late? How many of us come, their telephone goes off, it's music that goes on, and the people start looking around, who's this? You're taking everybody away from their salah. When it's time for the regular salah, how many of us will say, it's okay, I'm going to pray later, I have time. But yes, it's okay also to meet your immigration or your court date, but who would? Even if you are sick, they're going to drag you to the court to show that, yes, I'm sick. Look at me. Have mercy on me. Wallahi, Allah is Ar-Rahman Rahim. Allah is Ar-Rahman. Wallahi. Allah is so merciful to us. And me and you who chose Islam for us, most of us who grew up in a Muslim family, is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala who chose Islam for us. And for our brothers and sisters who were created on a natural fitrah and their parents programmed them to be in a different fitrah, who guided them back, is Allah. They're not smarter than everybody else. No, that's the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Wallahi. And what is the first thing that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala going to look up on Yawm al-Qiyamah? Our salah. How do we pray? When it's time for salah, and it's time, if salah is 1:30, if the imam is making wudu, you start having brothers who are in a hurry. Brother, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, it's time. If the imam is late 5 minutes, if he comes, they might beat him up. Why? Because we want to finish with the salah quickly and run after dunya. How many hours do we work every day? How many days do we work a week? Nothing wrong with that. We have to work to support our family. Except that Corona has shown us that Allah is our Razzaq. Whether we work or not, we're going to live and survive. Whether we work or not, the bill is going to be paid. But yes, the brother has to work. And the sister also have to work. Because the sister comes from a certain part, she has to work and take care of her family back home or wherever they come from. That family is not your family, sister. Your family is this family here. Your family is your kids here. And many a time we, as men, most of us, we work so many hours that we don't even have time for our own kids, who are raised by the TV. It's no longer TV anyway, by their tablets and their teachers. And I'm sure you know this, most of the teachers in the public, even now private, are gays and lesbians. I'm not sure what is in Memphis or New York City. An old 8-year-old girl, she came to her class, and the teacher is a woman. What did she tell them? I love women. First class, 8 years old girl. What are you trying to put in these kids' mind? Now, if you're not home to come and ask them, what did you study? To deprogram them. We are worried about dunya, and when they come, we ask them, have you done your homework? Alhamdulillah, go and sleep. We did not even open the Quran once, read it once, read one hadith even once a month, not even a week. They grow up and start rebelling. Who to blame? No one but us. Why? Because we're running after dunya. Most of our time is after dunya. No time for kids. When you tell your wife, stay home, be a stay-at-home man, and whatever I get, inshallah, we're going to share. In order to raise our children Islamically, some will accept. There are some brave women. But some, even though they won't accept, maybe there's a lot of pressure coming from back home. They have to work. Dunya. So back to the courtroom, I was there, sitting, and the clock was ticking. But the most important thing is these people, they had a second chance, or third or fourth. But in Yawm al-Qiyamah, there's no more chances. وَإِذَا جَاءَتِ الصَّاخَةُ يَوْمَ يَفِرُّ الْمَرْءُ مِنْ أَخِيهِ وَأُمِّهِ وَأَبِيهِ وَصَاحِبَتِهِ وَبَنِيهِ لِكُلِّ امْرِئٍ مِّنْهُمْ يَوْمَئِذٍ شَأْنٌ. We're going to run away from our kids, from our wife, husband, father, mother, best friend. And there's only one thing in our phone, in our mind. Oh Allah, nafsi, nafsi, nafsi. Ya Allah, take my children to Jahannam. Take my wife to Jahannam. Take my husband to Jahannam. Take my father to Jahannam. Take my mother to Jahannam. Take my friend, best friend, enemy. Take everybody to Jahannam. Save me only, me, myself, and I. Allah, this is what Allah is in front of us. And yes, many should be surprised, but not me and you. Because the Prophet ﷺ has told us, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will read it up in our Quran. Imam Shafi said, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala only reveals Surah Al-Asr bi-ilam. Why, Imam Shafi? Because Allah said, وَالْأَسْرِ إِنَّ الْإِنسَانَ لَفِي خُسْرٍ. You swear by Asr that man is constantly losing and losing and losing and losing. Say, إِلَّا الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا, except those who believe. And what is the proof of your belief? وَأَمِلُوا الصَّالِحَاتِ, and do righteous deeds. Our risk is already written. Wallahi, our risk is already written. We will not get a penny over or a penny less. Many of us have done Hajj. But do we know if the Hajj has been accepted? No. Many have done Umrah. Do you know whether the Umrah has been accepted? No. And many will be that maybe they will not get a chance to go. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in His Rahmah is giving us every single day to get the reward of both a Hajj and Umrah that is accepted every single day. How do we get that? You come and pray Salatul Fajr in the masjid. You stay for 30 minutes, not more than 40 minutes. After Ishraq, you pray 2 rak'ah. The Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, your reward will be as if you have done a Hajj and Umrah that is accepted. 40 minutes of our time. How long we waited that day? 2 hours. No problem. We were happy to wait 2 hours. 40 minutes in the masjid, or that's the end of time. Be it Salatul Jumuah or any other Salah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. People rush outside. Or assalamu alaikum, now it's the phone. Or who texts me? I hear a text, I hear a beat. I have to read that before I say astaghfirullah, astaghfirullah, astaghfirullah. Wallahi. To sit for 1 minute and do the dhikr that we're supposed to do for some of us is a burden that we couldn't take. We have to run outside. And then do what? Stand outside and start talking. For 10 minutes, sometimes 20 minutes. No problem. But to sit 1 or 2 minutes here, oh, that's a big burden. Shaitan going to kick you out. My brothers and sisters, Wallahi, Allah is a Rahman. Allah is merciful. He's given a chance every single day. Hajj and Umrah. Who doesn't want this reward? All of us, we want it. But whether we deserve it, it's up to us. But it's there. If you take it, alhamdulillah. If you don't take it, it's on you. It's here every day. Any time during the year that you pray and make dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, it has a protocol that he has to follow. The malaika will take it to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That's the protocol. Can you go to the White House and enter directly and see the president? No. You have to follow a protocol. Someone's going to lead you. But the third part of the night, there is no protocol between you and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah is coming to the first heaven. He said, who is in need of me? Shaitan is coming saying, sleep is so nice. You want to wake up, he turns around. Oh, it's so beautiful. Sleep, 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 sleep. Sometimes you get up, you know it's the time, you want to get up, and he pushes you because he ate so much. Because your niyyah is not there. Sincerely. What is the proof? Sometimes when we go through problems, we get up at that time without even alarm. We say, Ya Allah, Ya Allah, Ya Allah. Every single night, Allah is calling upon us. Who have sins during the day, ask me for forgiveness and I will forgive you. I will say, Ya Allah, I've sinned, but it's okay. I have to sleep. I love my sleep better. When the people who enter Jannah, people who enter Jahannam, and Allah will say, Inna Allah laysa bidhallamin lil abid. Anytime I get to this side, I get scared. Allah does not wrong any of his slaves. He has given us so many opportunities for us to just seize and use so that he can use that to forgive us. From the day that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created this earth until the end of time, Allah knows how many billions of years. When the day of resurrection will come, how many years we have stayed in our grave, it will feel as if we have lived in this world for an hour or half an hour. The most for a day or half a day. Sayyidina Nuh alayhi salam, who lived for over 1,000 years, 950 years, who was making da'wah. That's not how long he lived. The years he made da'wah. He lived over 1,000 years. When on his deathbed he was asked, what does it feel like? He said, it feels like as if I came and entered through a door and I'm exiting through another door. How long do we live anyway? Allah is Ar-Rahman. You see, people who will say, I don't believe in Allah, Allah still feeds them. You see, people who said they worship, the devil worshippers, Allah still feeds them. Allah still is opening the door of tawbah for them to repent, to accept it. Allah gave us this deen in this country. Wallahi, you can never thank Him. And you're going to be questioned how we lived our life. And yes, when it was time for him, they called his name. Between him going to the window and me going to the window and then translating whatever they were saying, it was another trial. That window of few seconds, he's standing there, he doesn't know what he's saying, and I have to translate. What's wrong? And the Prophet said, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will talk to each and every one of us, and there will be no translator between us. They will look to the right, there will be 5. They will look to the left, 5. In front of them fire, behind them fire. استغفر ربكم فإنه غفور رحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين والحمد لله على كل حال والحمد لله على نعمة الإسلام وكفى بها نعمة. We thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Wallahi, as Muslims we should always be thankful to Allah. Allah has given us so many parables in this life, so many examples in this life that we can ponder over it and see, yes, they be occurred there in Yawm al-Qiyamah. And since this court here, we don't play with it, there's a bigger court. A court that the limbs of our body going to testify against us. That all of us, we have 3 angels, our soldiers. Kiraman katibin, ya'lamuna ma tafalun. They don't eat, they don't sleep, they don't get tired, they record everything that we do. You know, Yawm al-Qiyamah, Allah going to start to question human being, and human being in their nature going to say, oh Allah, wait, no. He's going to seal our mouth. And then he said, hands go. The hands going to come and say, oh Allah, on this day I took this, I stole this, I did this, whatever the sin I have done from the day it was created until the day when it go to the grave. Our eyes gonna come and testify whatever we have, look up. Halal and haram. Every limb of our body gonna testify. As if this is not enough, this earth gonna testify against us. Oh Allah, on X in this and this day and hour and time and second, your slave did this and 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 this on my back. This is what lies ahead. The court of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is coming. We should be ready for it. Better than we are ready now for the court. And when Allah called us to Jumuah, let us come on time. Let us be the first one. The one who always get the best reward. Do not ask when the salah going to start. Because when we have a court day, we will not ask when the court will start. We're going to be there way before because we don't want to be late. Common sense, wallahi. Common sense. And the day when the prophets going to be saying nafsi, 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 forget about us. It will be so hard, I'm going to end by this, that when the sun going to come and people will be drowned in their own sweat, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala going to be so much angry that He had never been angry before like that, and He will never be after that. People will run to our father Adam. Oh Adam, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created you with His own hand. You are the father of mankind. Come and go intercede in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for what? Listen. For Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to start the day of judgment. To start. Our father Adam will say, Allah is so angry today, I'm afraid that if I go, I just made one sin, one mistake. He forgave me, forbade me to eat from the tree, and I ate from it. I'm afraid that Allah is going to ask me of that. How many sins have we done every day? He will say, I can't. Me, myself, and I. They'll go to say, no, the first Rasul. Oh no, same question. No, will say, I made a dua against my people, I'm afraid. And what is the dua? Legit dua. I'm afraid Allah going to ask me about it. Can't.
And what about myself? Please, go to Ibrahim. He's Khalilullah, the friend of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. وَاتَّخَذَ اللَّهُ إِبْرَاهِيمَ خَلِيلًا. It's Allah who said that. Then Ibrahim alayhi salam will say, I lied once in my life. And the lie was legit. I'm afraid that Allah will ask him about it. How many times do you lie every single day? Go to Musa. He's the one that Allah spoke to directly. I can't. And what about myself? And Allah spoke directly to Musa alayhi salam. Musa would say, I killed a person. I'm afraid that to stand in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and Allah gonna ask me about it. Can't. Go to Isa. And as soon as Isa would say, don't you hear that people are saying I'm the son of Allah? You want me to stand in front of him today? No way. Go to Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. He'll be the only one that Allah gave to honor. He will come and make sujood in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and Allah gonna inspire him to praise him. Until Allah gonna tell him, stand up what you want. And he will ask Allah to start again, to start the day of judgment. Wallahi, this is what lies ahead in front of us. That's why the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, if you knew what I knew, you would laugh a little and cry a lot. But we watch how many shows? And what are these shows? It's comedy shows. For us to laugh, to be entertained. Nothing wrong with that. It's my own free time. Wallahi, when we go on Yawm al-Qiyamah, we would wish that free time that we use it to worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. There is no free time here. When I have free time, worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The free time will be in Jannah. If you don't make it to Jannah, wallahi, that's a loss. إن الله ملائكته يصلون على النبي الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد ربنا لا تؤاخذنا إن نسينا أخطأنا ربنا ولا تحمل علينا إصرا كما حملته على الذين من قبلنا ربنا ولا تحملنا ما لا طاقة لنا به اللهم إنك عفو كريم تحب العفو فاعف عنا اللهم ادخلنا في رحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين قوم إلى صلاتكم يرحمكم الله.
الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح قد قامت الصلاة وقد قامت الصلاة الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله.
استووا اعتدلوا ولا تختلفوا فتختلفوا وتجلكم تراسوا. Be close to one another, don't give no doubt for shaitan. Those in the back, please move to your left. There is still space. Let's fill up the rows, inshallah. Musa, let me know when you're ready. So, Allahu Akbar. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين سبح اسم ربك الأعلى الذي خلق فسوى والذي قدر فهدى والذي أخرج المرعى فجعله غثاء أهوى سنقرئك فلا تنسى إلا ما شاء الله إنه يعلم الجهر وما يخفى ونيسرك لليسرى فذكر إن نفعت الذكرى سيذكر من يخشى ويتجنبها الأشقى الذي يصلى النار الكبرى ثم لا يموت فيها ولا يحيا قد أفلح من تزكى وذكر اسم ربه فصلى بل تؤثرون الحياة الدنيا والآخرة خير وأبقى إن هذا لفي الصحف الأولى صحف إبراهيم وموسى. الله أكبر. سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. والعصر إن الإنسان لفي خسر إلا الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات وتواصوا بالحق وتواصوا بالصبر. الله أكبر. سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله.
Assalamu alaikum. Thank you so much, Imam Ahmed, for that timely khutbah. And alhamdulillah, I think I only had the phone ring one time in Salah. So if we can keep this going every Jumu'ah, it's a very good reminder. Thank you so much. And it benefits all Muslims greatly, inshallah. Next week, Jumu'ah, we have a doctor by the name of Brother Isaac. He'll be here to give us a talk right after Jumu'ah about this vaccine, the COVID-19 vaccine. So any questions you have about it, inshallah, he'll be able to answer it. He's a PharmD, pharmacy doctor, so he knows about medicine. So there's a lot of questions around this, whether it's allowed or not allowed. Is it against Islam? Is it not against Islam? What are the things inside the vaccine? Does it have a budded fetus in it? Or does it have any kind of thing that is harmful to us Muslims? He will be here to next Jumu'ah to explain to us so we can know what to do and what not to do, inshallah. So right after Jumu'ah, he'll just be here. It'll be like probably 30 to 40 minutes, inshallah. So please let's welcome him next Jumu'ah. Thank you.
Can you tell the congregation that the line starts right in front of the imam, not in the left. It doesn't start on the left. Right behind the imam, that's where the line starts.
Okay. Imam, you want to write that? Okay. Just a reminder that to have the proper educating salah, when the line is formed, please, you start the line behind the imam, you go to the right and you go to the left. And there's a hadith that Rasulullah, when a person was praying next to him, on his side, he pulled two of them equally back behind him. It wasn't one to the right, but one to the left. So please, if you come late and you want to start your soft, start directly behind the imam, to the right and to the left, and fill that up. Don't always start to the right all the time. We have to keep balance in Islam. And so is our soft and our salah should be balanced also. Thank you, Jazakallah. Imam, if I say anything wrong, please correct me. Thank you. Wassalam.